Welcome back, everyone. Hello, everyone. Namaste, sabhi ko. Today I want to update on my present exercise schedule. Earlier I used to, if I am doing running, I will be doing it every day. So, if I was doing HIIT, I would be doing it every day. But presently I have changed my schedule little bit. I am including everything in one schedule because earlier I wanted to lose weight. Now I don't want to lose weight. I just want to focus on all time good eating habits and all time uh, good state of mind. So accordingly, but I want my body to be okay, so I've included running in that. Now my present schedule is that 3 days are fixed for running in a week, like um Monday, Friday, and Wednesday. I do running, and then Tuesday and Thursday I do yoga asanas, and Saturday, Sunday also. And Wednesday I do cardio and HIIT mix. So that basically why I've included HIIT or cardio mix, because my reason was that I have gained 1 kg, or it is going up and down, 54, 55, like it is going. So I was like, I don't want to increase or decrease weight. I want it to be constant. Like 54 is okay for me. If it goes down, okay, but it should not go up more than 54. So for this reason I'm doing HIIT also. And uh, including yoga was, to have control, to have self control, to be more subconsciously aware. uh, One more thing I'm doing for subconscious awareness and subconscious working is puja part. I do morning prayers, I do mantra japas. So all these things, doing puja part and mantra japas, they help you like yoga helps you. They help you the similar way. So you become more centered, you become more focused, you become more clear with your thoughts, and you can depend on yourself. If you are doing yoga, if you are doing puja part, mantra japas, then you can depend on yourself for decisions, for making the right decisions in your life, for doing the righteous things in your life. The best possible right thing will come from your subconscious, and you will be able to do that. And also I'm learning astrology, I'm a practicing astrologer. So I think, like, in my childhood I used to feel like everybody should learn biology. Now at this age of my life, I feel like everybody should know primary, very basic astrology, because it helps you a lot. It tells you the right and wrongs, it tells about a lot of things where you can take precautions. Like, it is well known thought that prevention is better than cure. So astrology is like that. It helps you in preventing things. It helps you, being more aware about what your life plan is. It is no magic. Astrology is no magic. It's not magic. It is a predictive science. It's no magic. And first of all, it is not researched uh, a lot. It was researched in ancient times only, and after that we are only following that. In modern times it is not researched. No new research has have come up in astrology. So whatever information we are having, it is of the old ancient times only. So still it is a predictive science only. We can predict. There are many dimensions where you can work upon, where you will get results. So accordingly, an astrologer tells you do this, do that, because if you do that, then your efforts will go in that direction, because an astrologer can see the potential in your chart, birth chart. So it's not magic. First of all, like if you have very small problems, very problems like, very very small problems. For that, you need to go more deeper in your chart, and going deeper requires a lot of time, lot of things will be taken, lot of data will be taken, then analyzed. So that's why I think no need to go deep into astrology, but you need to have an idea about, if you want, if you just a little idea, if you are a learned person. कहते हैं ना, it is a very great saying that समझदार को इशारा काफ़ी होता है. तो it is like that. If you just need a hint, then astrology will be helpful for you. And if you are very curious to know a lot of things and dig deeper in your life, then then there are astrologers, and you have to spend a lot of money because they will charge you a lot. Also, presently I'm not having any challenge for not eating packed food, but still I'm not eating packed food. So I don't eat food from outside also. So I am very very happy that I don't order food from outside, though I'm eating little bit more calories, but it is all home cooked food. Because of my child, I'm able to be this disciplined. Because if I will eat packed foods, then I will have to give him also. So I have to do everything honestly, because the child does not only see what you are doing, the child also catch up your vibes, that you are acting out, or you are actually like that. You are actually like that, like you deeply follow this. So the child catches your vibrations. So you have to be very honest if you want to bring up a child, a certain way. You want certain disciplines to be inculcated in your child, so you have to do it yourself. So thanks to my child, because of him I'm not eating outside food. We don't order food from outside, and but that doesn't mean that I don't eat at all from outside. Also, I have added one more new schedule. We don't watch TV. I don't watch TV whenever my child is around, and most of the time he's around me. So I make sure that I send him out, or he's outside, or he's in the school. Only that time I watch TV. So rarely we are watching TV. My son, I feel like he's too young and he always demands TV, phone. And I feel TV and phone makes you cognitively disabled. You stop feeling, you stop thinking, righteously. You stop thinking, putting brain in what you're doing. You stop being thoughtful. So I am very strict with now TV time and phone time. And if he's around, I prefer reading books. So when I read books, he starts playing, or he gets his own books and asks me that, Ma, I want to read this book. So please tell me the story. So this new change in me has changed my son's habit also. So I like this. So bringing up a child is not that bad. If you like discipline, if you like learning good habits, if you value righteousness, goodness, if you value lot of, if you connect with the universe, then I think being a parent is not that boring. Because earlier it was different. Bringing up a child was not only a parent's job, but these days it's completely a mother's job, completely a father's job. Bringing up a child in present days is not easy, and that too for a mother like me, who's all alone. I am just managing with lot of people, but I don't have complete full-time help. It's not easy, but now it's not tough for me because I'm doing it for the past 4 years. So I'm quite experienced. I know how to manage. I know where you have to do what and why you have to do that with the child. So I'm literally lot learned about bringing up a child. Thank you everybody. So this was my update on my exercise schedule. Hopefully you all are also doing something for your body and for your mind as well. And for the old agers who are not able to do yoga asanas, what best they can do is pranayam. Pranayam also does the same thing like what yoga asanas do. they make you more centered and more clear with your thoughts. Clarity of thoughts is, what everybody's ambition has to be. I feel like, we all search for our birth purpose, right? I think the only purpose we should have in life is clarity of minds, because everything else is, in between birth and death. Clarity of mind is very important. Like, you have to be clear in what you're doing. You have to be very, very, very clear in what you don't have to be very desirous about what you're doing. You have to be very clear, sorted. You have all the reasonings, you have all the this and that about clear in your head, why you are doing what you're doing. you know these things has to be clear. So if you're clear, not adamant, not ziddy, not headstrong, but clear, not egoistic but clear, you have to be clear in your mind. So I think clarity of mind has to be everybody's purpose, because if clarity is there, then life is sorted. And if life is sorted, then whatever you do, you have answer and you can change that, because there was a reason you did something. So if that reason changes, then you can change your actions easily. No ego will come in between, no adamancy will come in between, no wrong behavior will stop you from changing your behavior. So if you can change your behavior because you're seeking clarity of mind, so I think the life is sorted. What everybody likes is sortedness. We don't need to copy each other, we don't need to aspire each other. We can be whatever we are. One thing is clarity of mind, second thing is realizing. We cannot learn it, we have to realize it. Realizing, going with the flow. Whatever is happening presently in your life, make the best out of it, what best you can do. Everybody says, the question that why I have taken birth. So the reason of my birth, I realized after a lot of years of chintan that the first thing everybody should seek is clarity of mind, and second is realizing, going with the flow. We cannot learn going with the flow, we have to realize it, and we realize it over the years with lot of bad experiences. Because of bad experiences, we learn to go with the flow. When you learn to have clarity and going with the flow, these two things will help you in being happy so much. Because when you push situations, you want something, you want to situations some way, then definitely pain will come, because you want to make the situation, make the people, everything as per what you like. So it will always come at the cost of pain. And if you have learned realizing, going with the flow, doing the best out of whatever you have presently, then everything will become happiness. Also learning, staying in solitude and learning to love yourself, and learning the right meaning of loving yourself. Doesn't mean you have to hate others, doesn't mean you don't have to prioritize others. It doesn't mean that. Please learn it the right way. Thank you everyone. Hope you all are doing some exercise. Bye bye.